For the start of the late model season, a front row now populated by Mike Scorzelli and Corey Casagrande. Don't forget, if you're fast, you can get it on our pick three. The pick three in the SK Modifieds. Rowan Pennick, Glenn Reed, Ryan Priest. Who will be the podium finishers in the late model race? We are about to find out.
Off turn number 4. Down to the stripe they come. And it is Corey Casagrande with a little bit of giddy up to take over the number 1 spot. Trouble hitting at a ton. Kyle Casagrande and Rick Lanigan's bad luck continues with their third one. The other day, Lanigan cut down a tire on the right side of the race car. They literally worked all night long in putting that car back together to get it here for today. And what a heartbreaker for Kyle Casagrande with that 7 car, as it said stranded there after hitting at a ton. That's
blue ticket 821-3114 and blue ticket 821-1333. 821-1333. And I think I'm all warmed up for the lucky numbers later on today.
I think you are. Let's go to Tony Sutton. Got some hot action on pit road.
Corey, obviously this is not where you wanted to be. What happened out there? I didn't see the incident take place.
I'm not really sure. Someone must have shifted the restart. Got a little jumbled up, and I'm not sure if I locked him up or someone go from behind, but it didn't turn going into one. It's a pretty rough one. Hopefully we can get it fixed and come back next week.
Okay, but let's go. He's disappointed, but the thing that was really amazing is the expression on his face when he walked up to the car and saw exactly how much damage. It was like somebody just took the air out of his balloon.
Scorzelli in command of the event when they went green as Casagrande tries to go to the outside. Then it's Wood in a side-by-side battle with Tommy Fern with the number 92 car.
So that is Don Wood in the number 15 car. Gets by Fern. The hole is open for Adam Gray. Let's see if he can capitalize. And here comes Gray looking to move into the top 4.
Gray, a man with a mission usually. He rides out the beginning of the event. That's not going to be the story here today. And now Tommy Fern, that rivalry between Gray and Fern that's been going on for the past couple of seasons is now starting to show up already at the start of this year. Look at Fern. He had a little more giddy up down the back straightaway. He'll move into the 4th spot now.
There's another Tommy who wants to get involved into that fight. Tommy Butler in the green number 4. As he starts to move in on Adam Gray. Kevin Gambacorta off to a good start in car number 32. And behind him is Michael. Side-by-side battle. Jim Mavrogiannis is able to get by Josh Wood.
Jim Mavrogiannis is also coming quietly towards the front of the field. But as they head off turn number 4, it's Scorzelli, who's a man with a mission at the point. Casagrande, that Shark-sponsored number 1 car, still runs in his tire tracks. Then it's Wood setting in the 3rd spot. Tommy Fern moves in to challenge Wood already. Fern's got a very quick race car, and it seems to go wherever he puts it on the racetrack mat.
And he is able to jackknife his way underneath Don Wood with a power move. And as they bazooka their way off the corner, it is Tommy Fern in the top 3.
Fern up to the podium. Position number 3 settles in for 4. Gray is being a little bit more cautious now. Keep your eyes on the 42 of Michael Ray. He is working over Gambacorta. Off that second turn, a good challenge between Gambacorta and the 42 of Ray. They are side by side down the back straight away.
And the battle for the lead intensifies between Mike Scorzelli in the 18 and the 1 of Corey Casagrande. Then there's a gap between Tommy Fern and Wood.
While that's happening, further back in the field, Michael Bennett moves down underneath Gambacorta. Mavrogiannis is there with 7 of the 30 laps are now complete. Back to the front, Scorzelli's still the leader, but Corey Casagrande is glued to him. We've got a real battle shaping up at the points.
Boy, he is all over the back bumper like Velcro. Then we have another battle between Fern and Wood for the top 3. Gray is moving in, and Butler, but maybe one of the fastest guys on the track right now, Ben, is a Magnet. He has come out of the chamber to take a position away, and Michael Bennett looks quick.
He does. Bennett moves around the 32 of Gambacorta, and Mavrogiannis moves in there as well. Look back up front. Wood setting in the 4th spot. He is hunted down by the 97 of Gray. Meanwhile, Tommy Fern, who looked very quick a few laps earlier, is now starting to settle in. 10 laps are up on the board, still a long way to go. Further back, we've got a good battle shaping up as Bennett now is battling with Ricard with that 77 car.
And he's trying to find some room underneath. He finds it, and he uses it, and he takes a spot away from the 77 of Ricard.
It's the Mastiff Armory sponsored number 16 car of Michael Bennett, who picks up the spot and starts to close up the gap ever so slightly. Leader Scorzelli comes up on a lapped automobile. It is Robert Sturck with the number 9 car that now heads pit road. Corey Casagrande, he is one of the mover and shakers as Scorzelli is hitting his marks every time by, but Casagrande's applying the pressure. The big question is, will Casagrande have enough to take over that number 1 spot, now 12 of 30 down.
And Tommy Fern is starting to pull away from Josh Wood in that number 15 car. Right there with him is Adam Gray. So normally at this stage of the race, Adam Gray is usually has infiltrated the top 3. Not today, as he is in 5th place, and he has to worry about the presence of Tom Fern.
Certainly does. Scorzelli doing a masterful job out in front. Watch him come off the turn. That car is as stable as it can be as the leader. Meanwhile, Wood now is being hunted down by Adam Gray, and now Gray tried to get around Wood. It just didn't work. But now, all of a sudden, Wood slips up the racetrack, and Adam Gray has a shot, and he will take over the 4th spot. Lap traffic in front of our leader. It is car number 20, Matt. That is Patrick Zarella.
And now Casagrande is trying to move in as he crowbars his way underneath Scorzelli. They made contact. Corey Casagrande, as he barrels his way into turn number 3, trying to pull even with Mike Scorzelli.
Meanwhile, Tommy Fern is there. They touch, they swing, and they stop the turn. Brand new leader. It is the Shark Cycle number 1 for Corey Casagrande. And right there with him comes Tommy Fern. The King Ward bus lines moves into 2nd. Scorzelli back to 3, and Gray in the 4th spot.
Boy, it's been a long time between victory laps for Corey Casagrande. Slower car in front. PJ Zarella, he goes down, and there is plenty of room for both Casagrande and Tommy Fern to work with. Tommy Fern has a lot of car left.
He sure does. Fern moves to the inside. Casagrande and Fern come together. Fenders will fly. Sparks will fly. The 2 cars go spinning. Fern to the bottom of the racetrack as the leader emerges as Scorzelli, and believe it or not, Casagrande still is holding on to 2nd.
How was Corey Casagrande able to save it? It was like a Mariano Rivera type save, and he hangs on into 2nd place. Here comes Adam Gray as he tries to poke his nose into the bottom of the track. Tommy Butler, maybe his best run in the last 4 or 5 years, currently navigating his way in 4th place.
Certainly is, and also moving in to contend among the top 6 cars. Michael Bennett with that Mastiff car, and Jim Mablajanis has stayed with Bennett. They both have taken advantage of things. Caution flag is out. Caution flag in the field. We'll check for debris, we believe, on the backstretch underneath the Klondike Bar billboard. Justly backed out of it just a bit. I don't think he showed all his cards in this high-stake game of poker.
Exactly correct, as he has a lot of life left in that number 97. Tommy Butler, yesterday he said to me, "I'll see you in the press box after the race," as he thought he had a car that was good enough to win. Right now it is running 3rd. Josh Wood is next door to him as we get ready to turn him loose.
Green, and they're racing. Gray, pedal to the metal. Scorzelli, bottom move, side-by-side racing. Scorzelli comes off the turn. Gray backs out of it a bit. Here comes Butler. Here comes Bennett.
And Bennett is able to get into the top 3 as the Tasmanian Devils his way underneath the 97 of Gray. Also on the move is Kevin Gambacorta. Special K is on his way to moving into the top 4.
There's no question about it. Michael Bennett is coming to the top top of this field. Gamba Corda became the tail that wagged the dog there. And here comes Mavrogiannis. We predicted that as well. 10 circuits to go. Scorzelli is dominant at the points.
And Adam Gray trying to follow Mavrogiannis to get back to the front. Tommy Buck, who was at 5, is now dropped back to 6. A little contact between him and Donwood, and taking advantage of that is Tommy Fern in car number 92. Tommy Fern is not done yet.
Tommy Fern picking him off one at a time. He had a quick car early, a little jingle took him out of the hunt, and he is right back on top of his game. Scorzelli and Bennett yesterday, they came together in qualifying action. Right now, the battle is for the 4th spot, and look at Gray and Mavrogiannis. Here comes Tommy Fern.
As Fern got by Butler. Now he's going after Gray. Battle for the lead. Michael Bennett is taking over the lead with 7 laps to go.
Michael Bennett moves into the number 1 spot. Bennett's back 10th position. His car is a rocket now at the front of the field. The Bingo-owned race car. The Mastiff sponsored machine dominating up front. 3-wide action for the bid for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spots.
And here comes Gray trying to move in underneath Mavrogiannis. He does. Look at Tommy Fern. He is in the top 5. Bennett opening his lead. A little blacksmith action to the back bumper of the 97 car. And Gray keeps it together down to the final 5. And Michael Bennett, who came from the rear of the pack, is trying to put the finishing touches on a win.
While that's been happening, here comes Tommy Fern. Fern now challenges Scorzelli, once the early leader of the event. Tom Fern is up to the 4th spot. Mavrogiannis bidding with Scorzelli. Side-by-side racing, hopes to go for Michael Bennett in the Mastiff Armory sponsored car.
Scorzelli got sideways momentarily. Mavrogiannis was still able to get by. Kevin Gambacorta in 2nd. He is one of the dares. He is one of the limited sportsmen. He has never won in the late models. He is going to have to corral Michael Bennett with over the final 3 laps in order to do it.
Final 3 counting down. Lapped automobile. Cook just in front of your leaders. Meanwhile, Fern now looks to go to the inside of Gray. Can't do it. That's the 3rd spot. Further back, the Woods also slicing and dicing. Off turn number 4. Popsicle sticks are up. 2 laps to go. Passing flag being given to the number 99 car. As we come down to the wire, Bennett is still in command.
Michael Bennett, very patient in the beginning, very aggressive at the end, has opened up a sizable lead over Kevin Gambacorta. Battle for 3rd between Adam Gray and Tom Fern. Those 2 adversaries are going at it. One more time around for Michael Bennett.
Down the back straightaway, Michael Bennett started in the 10th spot. The brand new owner, Bingo, and the Mastiff Armory team. His son, Chase, looking to go victory lane on Sizzler Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, off turn number 4, Michael Bennett has done it. Hands out the window. Look at that battle for 2nd. Looks like Adam Gray squeaked in on Gambacorta to finish in the runner-up. And Tommy Fern, the comeback kid, to finish among the top 4 with Jim Mavrogiannis to finish.
Off season, kind of a different change in the operation as they took the car from Mom and Dad's house to Michael and Lindsay's house, and they worked every night on it, and it pays off. A great victory for the guy that we call the Magnum as his dad, heading down there, Mom, Lindsay, and the rest of the gang to congratulate as well. His brother is a very important part of this team in their efforts too, as we'll go in just a moment down to the winner's circle. We called that one the calm before the storm, but it was more than calm. It was action-packed. It was a great late model race. Don Wood at 8th and Josh Wood at 12th, and Flamingo Motorsport, of course, that was a major sponsor of the Wood father and son team. So now, let's go to Tony Sunday.
That was a very impressive victory. You stayed out of harm's way and watched everybody go slashing and bashing up in front of you. A great drive, victory lane. Congratulations.
All right, before I get into how the whole race went, I thank my wife. She's doing fine. I always forget her. Thank you.
That's cool, man. Congratulations. We can talk races some other time. You're gonna be a dad.
Yeah, I'm excited. I gotta thank Bingo
year we had a rough year. We were very inconsistent with the race car. We were struggling with it, and we were talking to Bingo. He's a big fan. He's here, and he bought this race car for us this winter. So we got a big thank you to Bingo. Massive Armory, our main sponsor. He's up here from Maryland. We won this race. That's just awesome, man. I love it. Thin Green Pest Control, TSI Harley Davidson. They're here tonight. Hi, Kelly and Harry. Alpine Street Company, H&B Siding, Visual Perceptions, Napa of Tolland, Waddell Communications, Hilltop Restaurant and Bar, Stafford Mechanical Services, Randy's Trucking, Ben Dodge, huge help to me always. Thank you, Ben. Well, Michael, I think you got most of them in, but that was a great drive, and what a great announcement. Congratulations on your victory, and congratulations, Dad. Thank you. Yeah, it's been our second time. My part owner, Chase, my little boy there. He's down here. He got the checker flag on that little race car thing over there, and we spun yesterday, and he says to me, he goes, Dad, I got a checker flag, and you wrecked. And he's like, I didn't like that. So, hey, buddy, we got the checker flag, and here he is, so I'm excited. We'll back off to you guys to celebrate. Thank you very much. Tony, it's Michael here celebrates the late model victory here today. We've got the second place runner tonight, Adam Gray. And Adam, boy, that went right down to the wire, neck and neck across the stripe there coming to the checker.
Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit more homework to do this week. Car's going good. Great for the first race out. I want to thank all my sponsors. I actually got some new ones this year. Meadows Motor Car, Land's Auto Repair, Holly's Auto Body and Repair. We got Napa of Belchertown on board, the Pizza Shop, Jay DeGrange, Macco Tools, Hot Tables. Drawing a blank. Well, they tried to keep me off the podium today, but you still come home with a runner-up finish to start the year. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank the fans for coming out. Thank Dia Roots for what they do for us.
That's Adam Gray. He finished second today. We'll get a word with Kevin Gambacorda here. He was the third place finisher today. Kevin, a very solid run, and we're down here, and hey, a run may have even produced some more sponsorship dollars for you. What do you think?
Yeah, that's awesome. I met Sean from Life Care Family Chiropractic over the winter, and just an awesome guy, and so it's pretty good for our first race together to have a good run. I want to thank him, and of course Kurt and Rhonda Rafferty from Rafferty Fine Grading, Dave Miller from Auto Machine, Jay Stewart from JMD Chassis. Those guys make it possible. I can thank my family, my wife, and my guys, Kevin, and everybody that helps us out. Andy Marquise and his guys, they help us out. So it's pretty good. We struggled for the last 2 weeks, so to have a decent run, man, I feel a little better.
That's Kevin Gambacorda. He finished in the third spot, and literally one of his sponsors came down and said, hey, you had a heck of a run today. We'll be able to support you a little bit more as the season goes on. So a good way to start for Kevin Gambacorda and the team that funds most of it out of their own pocket with limited sponsorship, and he just got a little bit of help here this afternoon.